It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap, and we go all the way back to February the 28th of the year 2023 when the Nashville Predators were welcoming in the Pittsburgh Penguins, and John Hines deploys his brand new combinations of lines in the following way. Granlund, Glass, and Duchesne make up your first line. Sherwood, Novak, and Tomasino. Sanford, Jankowski, and Evangelista making his NHL debut for the Nashville Predators. Trennan, Sissons, and Smith make up your fourth line. I told you it was dramatically different. Yossi and Fabro, McDonough and Carrier, Luzon, and Foote also making his Nashville Predators debut after being traded in the Tampa Bay deal for Tanner Jeannot. UC Saros gets the start in net. We are 19 seconds into the first period, and Tristan Jarry's coming with a save on Granlund's breakaway. It was Yossi springing him with a feed through the neutral zone. Jarry comes up with a big save. First shot on goal of the game. 1:43 of the first period. Jarry comes with a save on Sissons off of the rush. 3:13. Saros' first save of the game comes on Jake Gensel at 9:23 of the first period. Jarry comes up with a save on Sherwood. 10-12. Jarry another save on Evangelista. 12:37. Sidney Crosby hits the post. He had Saros beaten. 13:19 of the first. Jarry comes up with a save on Jankowski at 13:34. Gensel's off the box. 2 minutes for hooking. Jarry comes up with a save on Sherwood plus Evangelista's jam from the side of the net multiple times. Good to see Evangelista going to the hard areas, and good to see him getting rewarded with some power play time in his first ever game. Strong zone time by the Preds on this power play. Heavy pressure, but Jarry was coming up huge here on this PK situation. 18:24 of the first period. Saros comes up with a save on Carter plus the rebound by Hyman 2 times on the jam. UC Saros' biggest sequence of the first period certainly comes here in the 18-minute. 18:48. Saros comes up with another save on Letang. The end of the first period, the Nashville Predators outshoot the Pittsburgh Penguins 16-9, but the Penguins ended up getting 5 shots on goal there in the final 2 minutes. On the clean sheet in the second period, 45 seconds in, it's Mikael Granlund off to the box, 2 minutes for tripping. A strong overall PK by the Nashville Predators, and with all that talent on the Pittsburgh Penguins, you will take it. 3:43 of the second period, Saros comes up with a save on O'Connor. 3:56, Jarry a save on Duchesne. 4:28, Foote is off to the box, 2 minutes for interference. 50-50 call, but Foote making his debut with the Nashville Predators does not get the benefit of that call. He ends up in the box, and UC Saros has to go to some significant work right here. A save on Rust, a save on Carter, a save on Petrie, and there may have been even more. It was a mayhem scramble by UC Saros, but he keeps the Pittsburgh Penguins off the board. 8:21 of the second, Saros comes up with a save on Letang. 12:58 of the second, Jarry comes up with a save on Sherwood. 14:28, Saros comes up with a save on Raquel. 14:58, another save on Petrie. 16:36, a save on O'Connor. 17:41, a save on Malkin, and the Nashville Predators are under siege here towards the end of the second period. Pittsburgh out shooting the Nashville Predators 26-22. Jarry coming up big when called upon. We have, through the first 40 minutes, a goaltender's duel. 2:03 into the third period, UC Saros comes up with a huge save on Letang. 2:16, Saros a save on Raquel. 2:39, Cole Smith off to the box. 2 minutes for holding. Overall, again, the Nashville Predators get credited with a strong PK effort right here because they kept Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin off the board. 5:48, Saros comes up with another save on O'Connor. O'Connor was difficult against the Preds all night long. 7:01 of the third period, Jankowski intercepts the clearing attempt, and he has the smooth finish after a deke and a dangle in the slot. He beats Jarry's 5th goal of the season, gives the Preds a 1-0 lead, unassisted for Jankowski, not even supposed to be there today. He gets in the lineup, and he picks up the goal, putting the Preds on the board first in this game. At 8:29 of the third period, Ruta's off to the box, 2 minutes for slashing on Luke Evangelista after Luke Evangelista absolutely knocked Evgeny Malkin on his ass. Evgeny Malkin was clearly not happy about it. Ruda comes in and slashes Evangelista, and then Evangelista gets chirped by Sidney Crosby and the entire bench. What are you going to do? Spray some water on him out of a bottle? Luke Evangelista, welcome to the NHL, clearly showing that the moment was not too big for you. This was a great moment for the Nashville Predators fan base, though, to immediately fall in love with Luke Evangelista. Jarry comes up with a save on Sherwood on the Nashville Predators power play. We go to 11 minutes of the third third period. Crosby gets a breakaway and goes for the 5-hole, and he gets the finish for his 27th goal of the season. Yes, that guy, Sidney Crosby. Tying the game up at 1 apiece, the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Nashville Predators play on at 14:33 of the third period. Saros comes up with a save on Rust, but at 18:21, Zucker comes up with his 17th goal of the season, giving the Penguins a 2-1 lead at Bridgestone Arena. A game that comes down to the final 2 minutes, and it's tied at 1 apiece, and suddenly the Pittsburgh Penguins find themselves getting a lucky bounce goal. No trauma at all. I am telling you, no trauma involved in this. Turnover by McDonough. Not a great goal by UC Saros. The Penguins lead 2-1 at 19:40. Jari has to come up with a save on Granlund. I honestly do not know how the Nashville Predators did not get this puck into the net in the 6-on-5 scenario. 19:54. Rust puts the puck into the empty net with a little bit of extra effort at the end of the game. His 15th goal of the season. Pittsburgh wins this game 3-1 at Bridgestone Arena. Shoots the Predators 34-25. The Pittsburgh Penguins really turned it on in the second period. From the end of the first period, the last 2 minutes of the first period, all the way through the second and the third, the Pittsburgh Penguins absolutely were pouring it on to the Nashville Predators. UC Saros did an admirable job to keep them in this game, but that wasn't the story of the night. The story of the night was the amount of youth getting the amount of time that they got and the amount of energy and enthusiasm they brought not only to the game itself, but to the crowd itself. And for the Nashville Predators, score aside, tonight was a more successful result than many of the games that they've actually won on the scoreboard this season. That does it for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. Preds fall 3-1 to the Penguins on home ice. Now pack their bags and head off for a lengthy road trip to begin the month of March. That was the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We got Sean C. Smith, the Renegades of Puck, full analysis, box score, all that coming up next right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.